It's hard to say for certain, but I do agree it is one of those 50-50 bans. They're keeping it out in the open. I kind of feel like they're getting rid of these high damage, high impact.
Okay, this is a full. This is a serious game. It's a serious game, 100%.
When there's money on the line, everybody wants it.
Yeah, just to remind everyone, it is a best of 3, so don't go anywhere. It's gonna be a long day. Could be a 2-1. Knowing this, all 10 star-started players, they have the capabilities to push themselves to afar. You can see now. Let's look at the other ban. Hellcurt would be a no-brainer if they want to take it away.
Question is Minotaur. Do they want? Oh no, Lunox as well.
I would think Singapore inside. If this is an actual competitive match, they want to ban away Hellcurt. I think I need to move this away.
Still pretty good. Yeah. We're gonna move Yoshi for now, just a little bit. How you doing there? Looks like he's good. All right, now they've got 20 seconds, and they're kind of contemplating this because they don't have access to Lunox and also Alice, both already high damage.
So Hellcurt now, Selena is available.
Team is picking.
Following the playoffs meta, this should be what they go for. But like I said, it could be a play. Could still be a happy little thing. They're just having fun.
They're just. I'm just waiting for out of nowhere picks, man. I'm just waiting for some really good stuff.
They want to go for Grog, looks like it's a
meta.
full.
It's meta.
It's meta. It's full 100%. Okay, what are they gonna pick here?
Selena,
Minotaur, maybe.
Selena, Minotaur. That's an option. I was thinking on the lines of whether they want to play Gushing as well. I mean,
actually, Aeon is so well known.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know whether they have the communication.
They do take a Gushing.
All right, it's slowly locking in the Gushing there. Second pick, however. Minotaur is on the table.
Claude. Wow, they
Claude
do actually prioritize the Claude over the Selena. They just lock it in. So, you know what? Today, it's Malaysia, Singapore. We gotta stay as objective as possible, right?
Yeah.
We're both from Malaysia. Gotta make sure that we don't support one. We gotta be. It has to be a very fair game.
It has to be a very fair game.
Your team
As that being said, Selena and Marcus gets locked in, very standard picks.
I'm really liking the Malaysian lineup right now. The 3 picks so far looks good. Aldius. All right, let's see how they play this out. We've seen. It's not like we haven't seen Aldius in the MPL before.
But the thing is that. The only team that's been playing Aldius was Asia Saints.
Yeah.
And more specifically Solos. So now, this is more of a cheeky pick.
I do agree. It is kind of a cheeky pick here. But the question is, how are they going to be able to deliver it? They need the snowball to really start getting Aldius online and start one-shotting the carries here. So the question is, does Team Malaysia even want to pick a carry at this point? I don't even feel like it's worth it.
Oh, well, we'll have to see. Let's see. Oh, they are going to go for a carry. Hanabi has been pretty, interesting. Now, would they go for Johnson? Will Fredo go for Johnson? Come on.
I mean, if we're talking about what Fredo has played before, I mean,
Lancelot would be the pick that I see coming, but could be just make me happy.
Just make it. Hello, locking in for.
I think I go with Gato instead. Okay, Gato is a really strong pick at the moment because of the ultimate, the Avatar of Sky, and because of the Unbreakable, the taunt, the second skill.
Yeah,
it gives him a lot of extra stats, and you can see, especially on the side of other regions, they are picking a lot of Gato. Yeah. Now, what are they gonna round it off with? They need a. Yeah, I think they need something like another tank.
Something with some utility. Gord is pretty decent here. I mean, it's solely dependent on whether you can bounce those spells, get the AoE damage out, be effective with each of your abilities.
All right, locked in. Who are you going for this game? Predictions?
I don't know. I don't want to sound unfair here. I'm gonna say Team Malaysia because I'm liking their lineup a lot more compared to Team Singapore. But it's solely based on the first 5 minutes of the game because Team Singapore, if they get a solid moment of silence, please, as this bit is. I mean, we all know who we're voting, who we're rooting for now. This
very unbiased opinion and an objective opinion.
Oh, look at those graphics, though!
It's nice,
really nice graphics here. I mean, Team Malaysia is going up against Team Singapore. I'm excited to see how this game goes.
Oh wow, I did not expect that to go. I didn't expect that.
They're trying to make a point here.
So. Guys,
but even so,
staying objective, being true to our professionalism, making sure that we.
I feel like you're roping me into a death trap here.
With that being said, let's go into game. This is game 1 between Malaysia, Singapore, All-Star Day, All-Star Weekend, whatever you want to call it. Malaysia will be on the blue side and Singapore will be on the red side. Let's see what are this lane assignments gonna come out. So looks like Yep, Fredo will be playing the tank together with Sino,
Gotta take some
and the
damage.
rest will be Solos will be playing the Selena, but Jahan
Can we
on
look
the
down to the
Martis,
bottom side real
and
quick? There's a bit of an
Hanabi.
engagement. Bottom side. Oh, well, missed entirely of that. But essentially what they were doing was trying to fight for control over the river there.
Yeah.
And though you did make a really, really good point, I disagree with only one thing. It's so dependent on whether Singapore can play the first 5 minutes of the game really, really well, get an advantage, and start punishing Team Malaysia. And I think the first 5 minutes are going to be so important here.
Oh, let's see what they actually go for. The problem with Singaporeans draft is because they need some time to actually ramp up a little bit, especially LY4 and Eldios. Now, actually, Eldios is sort of a marksman-like pick because he needs those stacks on his first skill before he can go being the assassination that he is. So he needs to be careful in that kind of sense. He just wants to sit back and farm. Meanwhile, Team Malaysia, they kind of want to make something happen really early on. Oh, yeah. Good start there from board. The flicker comes in. Looks like they want to dive in, but just not enough. Wow, Singapore actually expanding 4 members early on.
Really nice aggression here. They've already pushed out Blue Wave. They don't really mind because, I mean, Team Malaysia isn't going to respond to it as of now, but they push them off, forcing them to back. They're going to lose a little bit of EXP and put some damage into the turret, but at least they get the River Crab without any contention.
Oh, that's the first one. They might want to go to Aeon as well. I'm assuming the arrow did land. Look at the damage from the Selena. Grok as well. Just one whiff of his little trusty rock. He's gonna get another kill. Looks like Malaysia starting off strong.
Starting off strong here. But in response, Team Singapore is putting a lot of pressure down on the bot side of the map, making sure Hanabi isn't having a great time. She's level 2 while the rest of the team is level 4 and level 3. So they are investing quite a lot of resources to slow down the ascension of Feeks here.
Yeah, with that being said, you know, Team Malaysia is saying, okay, fine, you want to put a lot of resources onto the bottom side, let me just take this turtle, right? Splitting the map into half, they were like, you are focusing on the bottom lane, let me get this free objective, and they get another extra advantage, little good chump change into their back pocket here.
I really love how these two teams are playing. They are playing so professionally. I don't know whether they have communications with each other.
I assume yes.
I mean, how else are they? Unless they're all just so good that they understand what each of them wanted.
Oh, Minotaur with the Minion Fury gonna pop up. Zeno on that Grok. He's definitely gonna go down there. And up, can see that is one back for Team Singapore. Now, if you notice that LY4 actually popped his ultimate on Eldios because whenever you use your ultimate, you get an assist. Even though you don't do anything, just using the ultimate whenever a kill happens, you get an assist. So you get a little bit of extra gold into his back pocket. That's why he's doing that. Oh, meanwhile, Singapore actually going really deep into the far end here.
The response team is coming back from the back.
Aeon coming here. Here's the Avatar of Sky from... Here comes Gato Kacha, but looks like they are not going to dive. Zeno is here. Grok is a little bit tanky. So I think they are just going to back up here on the side of Singapore. And Grok going to take away that jungle cab. Just saying that this is my jungle. You get the hell out of here.
Really, really smart coming from the side of Team Singapore. Oh, the top side, however, but
oh, the arrow! But LY4!
Ooh, the reaction time, just in time.
That was really close.
I mean, had he gotten hit, he probably would have been chunked out so much that you would have to back, putting a lot of pressure onto that top turret.
I think if he would have gotten down, that would have been the top turret down.
Yeah,
because there would be no defense at all, and 3 members of Team Singapore will be at bottom side. And now you can see, and you're saying Team Malaysia, they're actually going for the dive. And now this should be an easy kill. You know, when you're an Elders, you have no escape. When Flicker is down, you basically a sitting duck. And there you go, that's another kill. But the problem is, Team Singapore, they have enough time to actually recuperate and just regroup back in this top side, so they will be able to save this top turret.
Honestly, this is some really, really nice responses coming in from both Malaysia and Singapore here. Whenever they are trying to take, there's always something you have to give. It's just how the game works. You don't have enough resources to go around to the entire map, so if Singapore is playing bot side, instantly Malaysia says, we're going to take top side, we're going to put some damage into Eldios.
But now looks like Kolia, he wants to go into the front lines. He was looking for an engage, but now Solo's looking for some stranglers with the episode arrow. Kolia just playing bodyguard, making sure his carries will have the safety of the farm. But while all this is happening, Sol has been farming all this while. He's having the time of his life. This Claude is going to be so huge come late game.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep your eyes out for certain members from Team Singapore here. Claude is going to be doing a lot of work. Aldius, if he gets to that back line, Hanabi's not going to have a good time if she blows her ultimate very early into the fight. So it's more of that balance of where positioning that's going to come down. That is going to come down in 10 minutes. But however, Sino is getting right close up to Bambi.
There goes the ultimate Avatar Sky, gonna land on 2 members, and that is the first one. Bambi will go down first. Now they want to go on the Kolia with the Minion Fury will just delay his death. He's trying to run away, but 4 members of Team Malaysia. There goes the Ashura, and as well as the Unbreakable catching on to Aeon. And there it is, Malaysia with the first strike. They are gonna go onto this turtle as well, Gideon.
Yeah, big KDA difference now. 6 kills to 1 here. However, Soul is surely taking his time here. He isn't too worried about Hanabi. He's able to harass, able to push her off, and slowly farm up much more. Level 8 already, the rest of the team is kind of struggling, so hopefully Soul is able to buy enough time for his team to finally scale up into this match.
So, like I said, right, he just needs 8 minutes. Always go back to interview. He's just that confident with his marksman play. So, when it comes to this kind of game, let's see when he can actually show up when it's so hard to get in the back line. When you have a Grok as well as a Gato Kacha, right?
Yeah.
They're kind of tanky as well as Martis. You need to get onto the right members, and now Solos might actually go on to Solos. He might be the one in trouble. He gets knocked out by the wild charge, but he won't go into beast mode. He's gonna go straight away. And now here comes out. It will land on 2 members, but not onto the clock. That is the main target. Unbreakable will hook onto him. There goes the ultimate. He will get a kill, but now Zeno, he needs to get the hell out of there. Can he get the kill onto the Minotaur? No is the answer. It will be a 2-for-1 exchange going over to Singapore.
That is some sick play coming in from Soul. He bought so much time for his team. That was way too long for Malaysia to actually get anything profitable. And by the time they did, they lost something in return, which is not ideal because now the first mid tower is going to go down as Singapore is putting the pressure onto Team Malaysia.
This is what they're doing. Look at the bottom side of the map, or look at your mini-map more specifically. Punjab was pushing on his bottom side.
Oh, you're right.
He was able to actually get a trade, and that's, you know, when you know something's going to go down, they get a trade, that's all fine. Now, what are both teams going to go next, right? Fix, on the other hand, has been farming so happily. Let's look at the items really quickly. Fix, he has a Scarlet Phantom. He's going for an extra item, so only 1 item so far. He's actually on equal par with Soul on that Claude.
I do agree. I mean, in terms of gold, it's not too far away from each other. So far, the highest gold is on Martis, but even then, even with so much gold on him, he's not really the 1v9 type unless he gets 2 items ahead of everybody. And in most cases, he doesn't even get that opportunity most of the time. So it's just a little tough to figure out what they want to do as of right now because it's pretty even ground.
Get on the back, and that is the pickup. They get 1. Now they want more, but at the moment, looks like Team Malaysia, they will not get anything for now. They're just gonna walk away. But look at your mini-map once again. Punjab playing that split push game. Now Beyond Fury will pop up onto 2 members in the mid lane. Now Sky will come in, but I think that should be a dead Gato Kacha. He's gonna go over the but LY4 coming in hard with the other, but no, he's managing to survive. He's trying to run away, but Elders with the slam. He won't get the kill. And meanwhile, Punjab actually got the turret in the bottom side. And now the re-engage comes through from Team Malaysia. They're gonna get 1. Marcus coming on for the flank. He's looking for stragglers. He's looking for 1 more. He already got 1 kill, but looks like that is all they're gonna get for it. It's gonna be a 2-for-1 exchange.
Oh man, that's actually really unfortunate. Team Singapore was looking like they had a really good counter-engage there against Malaysia, who's being a little over-aggressive there, I have to admit, but they peeled backwards, and then they're giving away a little bit too much from each side, but LY4 right on top. He doesn't actually decide to take the fight. Despite having team members nearby, LY4 decided not to take the fight. Not too sure why there.
Maybe just not on the same page. Maybe they just want to farm for now. You kind of want to have this 5v5 team fight. LY4 needs to be farming away. That's what you do as an Elders, right? You just want to split push.
He wants to get those soul charges, man.
Well, I can see Gato Kacha. This is really confusing when Fredo's name is not Fredo. You always look and it's like, oh, I kind of forgot that, yeah, that's Fredo. But now, here comes the missile arrow. They might want to go for this engage. Solos throwing that stun. Oh no, Fredo is going to get touched out. But the ultimate will keep it into safety. Oh, Zeno, that is not the right place. He's going to get caught out and he is going to go down.
The numbers are just against them right now as Team Singapore just playing really nicely here. Team Malaysia getting a little too cocky. They're forgetting how much damage Gord is able to pump out, especially once they've unlocked Lightning Truncheon on him.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there goes the arrow. Really close on that. I think now Malaysia, they are just waiting for something to land. They want to get that team fight, but they do not have any reliable CC. So they just waiting for a big opportunity, and when they get it, they're gonna go for it.
It's a little bit hard, especially when you're going against Claude, who's able to use the battle image to get out of these awkward positions. And I think that's where they want to put a lot of their focus on. They want to get rid of Soul. They want to get rid of LY4, but LY4 is just waiting for them to engage, come in with a re-engage, and start cleaning up the mess that Team Malaysia will make if they make a mistake.
Yep, you can see now, Fix is actually on the top side, still trying to farm. Both teams are just dancing around the slot. They're just like having a little bit of party by Kolia coming in. He does have the ultimate Gord as well. That's what the ultimate, you know, very only on gotcha, but they want to kill off Fredo. Fredo, where is your ultimate? He will be able to pop the safety, but the two members will get trapped in the stun of Gord. They will get Martis, and Fix is way too late to this fight. Singapore getting a little bit of momentum back onto their side.
Yeah, this looks like they are rotating to the side too large. They're going to try and take this away, but Team Malaysia, they're going to need to contest this right now.
I don't think they have time. I don't think they can react to this. Oh, Zeno, can you be the hero? Can you be the hero that Malaysia needs? No, is the answer. Kolia
that was so close.
Get it with that despair stop, and now Team Malaysia needs to back off of here, but they will not be able to survive that Gord. They will be able to take off Seoul at least, so it's a 1-for-1 exchange, but the Lord going over to Singapore.
I mean, Singapore is in an awkward position because they need a recall and follow along with Lord right now if they want to have any opportunity to actually get some sort of advantage off of it, or they can go for a split push and look for pressure, but I don't think that's what they want. They really want to profit off of this Lord, especially since they got a great fight down by the mid side of the map. So I mean, hopefully Team Singapore start responding soon, because it looks like Gord is going to be taking the buff, making his way down, and they're going to have to just give up Lord at this point.
Yeah, I think, yep, unfortunately, losing Claude there actually meant that they lost tempo across the whole map, because they couldn't just recall and reset. So they are just gonna let Lord die, but they're gonna try and put some pressure into this mid lane.
Yeah, I definitely wish that they decided to do that instead, to instantly take it back off. Even if they're giving up 1 kill, you can get so much more off of Lord.
Yeah, but Jahad trying to run away. He does have the protocol, so should be alright. But look at this. Singapore playing the split push game together with Aldos. Aldos is situating himself all the way in this bottom side of the map, while the other 4 members of Singapore are on this top side trying to draw more pressure. Fredo will get stunned up. Save goes of his team. He's just getting zoned out of this. Singapore slowly making a march down to this top side. Zeno needs to be careful. He needs to back off here. Charges the power of but Solo. He catches on the back line. He catches on the clock. He will get assassinated, but he will go down himself. Now here comes Aldos guy. He only lands on the corner. That is not the target that you want. Look at the middle of her. It goes out. Fredo will be the casualty of the fight. Where is the damage coming up from Team Malaysia? They just do not have. God just lining them up. Getting so much damage previous out of Bambi. Starting another one and another one. A triple kill going on to Aeon Fix. What can you do? Can you be the savior? No is the answer. And a maniac going over to Aeon, and a wipeout to Team Singapore.
Really, really nicely done by Team Singapore there. They zoned out Feast. He couldn't even get into the fight, and Gord just lit them up. Oh my goodness. This is it. This is the game.
When they have minions, they have 4 barrels. The Minion Fury, a celebratory one. And game 1 goes over to Singapore All-Stars.
Oh my goodness, what a great game. It's a really good show of mechanics.
That's
there.
True.
Really good show of understanding, and a really beautiful game to watch.
And like I said, early game it was neck and neck, but the main thing was when it came mid-game, Singapore was a little bit more decisive. Let's look at the stats really quickly. Man, I didn't expect that, but LY4 actually got MVP. Yeah. I would give it to Aeon. He played a little bit more impactful. He was a little bit more
I would agree.
You know what? You could say he was a little bit the Flash